Hi guys, if you remember, my very first YouTube video on this channel was based on the idea of the cycle of knowledge and action. Knowledge is something which we know, action is something which we do. So at the time when I started the YouTube channel, the idea was that if we know what we have to do, and if we do those things, that is working on the cycle of knowledge and then acting upon those knowledge, will lead to success and we can achieve many things. But then over the course of 1.5 year, I have understood something, that is mere knowing something and then knowing that what to do, but yet there is a gap in between knowing the things and executing those things. That is, many of the times it happens that we know what we are supposed to do, our knowledge guides us, our knowledge tells us that we have to do a certain act, but then yet we don't act. Before moving forward, let us discuss about action. Action is can be basically categorized into two categories. One is the psychological actions and other is the physiological actions. Psychological actions consist of our thoughts, our emotions and other things, whereas the physiological results are something which we do with our body, or we have to do certain thing. Even though we know many things, even though we have the knowledge, but we cannot act upon those things. Why is it so? Basically it happens because of our psychological reasons. Many of the times we know what to do, but then psychologically we are unable to implement those things. For example, I know that I have to wake up at 6 a.m. So the action what I do is I set an alarm before I sleep. Now the moment when the alarm goes on at 6 a.m., what I do, I shut off the alarm and then a decision I have to make, that is whether I have to wake up or I just sleep. So that decision is basically an action, that is I have to decide whether I have to sleep or I have to immediately wake up. If I have to immediately wake up, that is something which is physical action, that is I have to just wake up. If I just wake up from the bed and I start walking or something, but then at the same time the other decision is our psychological decision, that is it is telling me to continue to sleep. Now if I decide to continue to sleep, even that is an action. So here if we see, the moment the alarm is on, we have two actions, that is one is psychological reason, that is I have to sleep, that is my thought is telling me to sleep. The other thing is my physiological action, that is I just immediately wake up from the bed and I start walking and I do my brush and other activities. So in this example we can clearly see that I have the knowledge of waking up, I knew that alarm has gone on, I am awake, but then after that the action is now whether I take the path of psychological action or a physiological action. So now how do you choose between these two actions, that is whether I should continue to sleep or I should immediately wake up? What is the guiding force that is acting upon you taking the decision of doing what to do, that is you need to immediately wake up or you just continue sleeping? You have the knowledge that you need to wake up, that is the knowledge part. The next part is the action part. You have two actions, whatever decision you take, whatever you act, at the end you are acting, that is either you are waking up or you are sleeping. But then in between knowledge and action there is something which is deciding factor, that is what are you actually acting upon, and that decision is being governed by your intelligence. Your intelligence will tell you as to what you are actually supposed to do at that time. For every other person the intelligence is different, and based on the situation it may different. There is no particular solution to this, rather there is no particular thing to say whether I should wake up or I should sleep, but rather it is guided by your own intelligence. So your intelligence will decide whether you take the physical action or you take the psychological action of continue to sleep or just waking up. Knowledge and action, though these two are independent process, but then merely working on these two things is good, but then there is something, a third force which is acting upon our knowledge and action at the same time. and if we don't take our intelligence into consideration, then we will not be able to work on these cycles. So that is the most important part. Intelligence is to know, to adapt to the situation and to take decisions accordingly. It is something which comes from within you. Nobody has to tell you as to what you are supposed to do. There is something in you which tells you. Let us take a second example and understand that how the intelligence is guiding our actions and our knowledge. You see, you are sitting in a garden and in front of you there is a rose plant, and on that plant you see a very beautiful rose. Your knowledge is saying that the rose is there, the rose is very beautiful. Now the next thing is your action part comes in. What action you will take? Whether you want to pluck the flower, or you just want to sit there and see, or whether you want to do something else. You have so many choices. Whatever you do, then that is an action. If you have decided to sit idle, that is the action. If you have decided to go and pluck the flower, that is another action. Or you just want to go and smell the flower, that is another action. Now there is one more action there is one more choice, that maybe you may want to just appreciate the beautiness of the flower, and then you may feel like watering the rose plant if you have water with you. That is, you are actually wanting the rose flower to blossom even more, and you are just giving the love and care to that rose plant so that the flower just blossoms. There is also one more thing. Now your knowledge is there, and now you have to take certain actions. Whatever you do, whatever you act, that is based upon your knowledge. Now the intelligence part is the one which will help you decide among these 3 or 4 actions. That is, you sit idle, you water the plant, or you just appreciate the beauty of the flower. So that will decide. Though you may be working on knowledge and your actions, but then if you are missing that intelligence, that is, which tells you as to what is the appropriate action based on that situation, that is your intelligence. No one can tell you, it comes from within. The more you observe yourself, whenever you do some action, or based upon your knowledge you want to do something, then always look for that intelligence factor in you. If the intelligence is saying something to you, and if you are acting upon those things, then definitely you are watering your intelligence. That means you are appreciating your intelligence. The more you appreciate your intelligence, the more intelligence out of you will grow, and then the beauty in you will grow. So that is what I wanted to tell you, friends, that mere knowledge and action, though I have said in my previous video, it is important to work on that cycle, but at the same time the binding factor and the invisible factor that is acting upon the knowledge and action cycle is your intelligence. It is only you that you can tap into your own intelligence. The more you act on your intelligence rather than on your knowledge and blind actions, the more the intelligence will grow. Just work on this. You just see how the intelligence grows when you just allow it to grow. You just appreciate it. You act upon that intelligence. So my friend, the summary of the video is just look for that intelligence, and whenever that intelligence is saying something to you, just perform your actions based upon your knowledge using that intelligence. And as that intelligence grows, definitely you will be more successful, and you will achieve many things, and you will appreciate the beauty of our lives. If you have liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel for some more amazing videos, and thank you for watching.